Hello, welcome to our talk. You might be a Wardriver if. I am COD Segfault. You may recognize me from past experience or past appearances such as back-to-back third place worldwide Wardrive, which Alcantara will not stop giving me crap about. And with me I have MrBill.
Good afternoon. I'm MrBill, and the reason why Segfault went first is because he ranks way higher than me in the rankings, although I think I'm still ahead of Dark Matter. So, and I know he's out there and he can hear me, and it's going to be recorded, so now it lives on for infamy. Just a quick admin note, the first 3 rows are the splash zone. We're not responsible, but you've been forewarned. Segfault, tell us about yourself real quick. As far as your Wardriving experience, I know you said you did the worldwide Wardrive, but you do other things too.
Yeah, so I've been Wardriving for a few years now, like actually Wardriving. Everybody tried it way back in the day when Wi-Fi was just being a thing, but I've really seriously come back to it like probably 4 or 5 years ago or so. I do all of my Wardriving pretty much with microcontrollers and Android phones. I've done some work with the BW16 OpenAT project for the Realtek dual band chips so that they integrate better in with the Wardriver.uk project. And I'm always Wardriving basically. WiGLE's even running on my phone now, so that's me.
Yeah, so I started Wardriving about 2003 when things were just kind of new, and then didn't really take off with it. Took about a decade and a half off, and started Wardriving again when I found out you can get free internet points and like clout with certain groups of people. So I'm more of a Wardriving cheerleader based on my ranking. I encourage others to Wardrive and formed some crazy group called the HardHatBrigade WiGLE group. So you can join us if you want to help contribute to our worldwide dominance of the leaderboard in the group standings.
No hat required to join our WiGLE group. It's highly encouraged, but you can just join our group to Wardriver for us.
That's true. We're not going to coerce you or blackmail you into our group, yeah, we're the most open group out there, I think. Everybody's an open group, but it's all good, all in good fun. Today we're going to talk about we're going to talk about how you might be a Wardriver if, and if you know, you know. But first, what is a Wardriver? Oh, we're all, no, come on, where's the vegetables? We need the vegetables. Wardriver, I think everybody, who in here is not a Wardriver? Okay, we're gonna talk with you afterwards and make you Wardrivers. Understand that you will spend an unreasonable amount of time and money on this, we may call you stumblers or wigglers.
So you might be a Wardriver if you find antennas in your car that you never remember owning. True story, I was cleaning out a car that I was selling, pull out the back seat, found like 4 antennas I didn't recognize. They were all Wi-Fi antennas, so obviously I had owned them. I bought them, but who knows when they entered the car, and who knows where they ended up.
Raise your hand if that's happened to you. Let's make it interactive. After every one of these, if this has happened to you, raise your hand, and then we want to hear your stories afterwards. This one is actually from Monkey Dragon. You might be a Wardriver if the word WiGLE autocorrects to WiGLE on all your devices, and that is a screenshot from Segfault's phone.
My phone. Did not have to doctor it at all. I just typed WiGLE in.
How do you pronounce it? Is it WiGLE or WiGLE?
I believe it's WiGLE.
All right, we'll go with that. You might be a Wardriver if the roof of your car looks like this. Yes, all the antennas. I've seen the pictures that you've posted, and it's not only impressive that you have the resources to buy that many antennas, but that the roof of your car can support the weight. And we salute you. Here's another fun one. This one's mine. You might be a Wardriver if you keep an 8mm wrench in your car, but you can never find it when you need it. These little turds will slide under the floor mat of your car. They will find their way into the spare tire well. You will just never find it when you need it. And then you're going to hand tighten something. It's not going to be perfect. Not ideal.
For those of you who don't know, 8mm is the size to tighten an SMA connector.
Another fun one. If your trunk has its own power distribution block. I mean, we've heard of dual batteries, we've heard of solar panels, or even portable batteries. This is next level if you just hard mounted a power distribution block in your trunk. And again, we've got evidence. Some of you are absolutely fanatics and are drawing down the power grid when you're testing your gear in your house, and then your second alternator in your car is struggling to keep up. You want to take that one?
Yep. You might be a Wardriver if you change the way you dress to accommodate multiple cell phones.
Absolutely. You know, the reason why we have the wagon is because all the pictures that El Cantaro sent me of his phone sling, well, that's all he was wearing.
You might be a Wardriver if you know about the cat. How many of you have been driving through a neighborhood and you just see the same cat every street? You're going back and forth and you're making your way through the neighborhood at the same rate that that cat is. I once counted seeing the same cat 6 blocks in a row.
It's a glitch in the matrix. We all know it. But there's no phone booths anymore, so we're just going to keep war driving and collecting those free internet points because maybe Agent Smith likes it.
You might be a Wardriver if you always take the scenic route. I don't know how many times my wife's like, we're late. I was like, but 1 block over? Yeah, I think we've all done this before.
Oh, this is one of my favorites. You might be a Wardriver if you're done doing a run for hours and then you find out that you have no GPS data in your logs. That upload is gonna suck. Actually, that's typically when you find out about it, and then you can't remember which run you uploaded to go back and do that same neighborhood again, and then you have to wait for WiGLE to catch up on the mapping so that you can figure out, okay, this is the neighborhood I missed, and I hope the competition's not over yet. Not to mention all the wasted time. Who in here has Wardriver friends that they drive around with? Oh, everybody here is riding solo because they don't want to give points to their buddies. Okay. I will say occasionally Monkey Dragon and I might be driving around, and we've set up some rules. It's an agreement. Main streets near each other's houses are fair game, but you know, we kind of block off parts of San Diego County. But I'm here to tell you that if we drive past new construction, ooh, it's like whoever saw it first can claim it. But we're also mapping out every bit of new construction that's within 50 miles. So just a tip, mark down where all the new construction is in your neighborhood when you're driving around and consider using that for your quad.
True story, Grimace came over to my house for a barbecue. They're putting a new subdivision down the street from me. He's like, oh, hey, have you been in that subdivision yet? I drove it the next morning. I lied.
Okay, we may need to modify the definition to include lying to your closest friends. I mean, this could be a cutthroat game in some areas.
Grimace doesn't need the extra points. So you might be a Wardriver if you have car trouble on your road trip and you prioritize moving your antennas to the new rental vehicle. Actually happened to me. Was driving on the highway, swerved onto the shoulder to avoid an accident, but bent my rim. Parts were going to be 4 days, so we got a rental car, and as soon as I got the rental off of the rental car property, mag mount antennas went back on.
Get the extra insurance.
Yeah, this one's me. You might be a Wardriver if you found random Wi-Fi microcontrollers in your bathroom. What? Not only in the bathroom. They're everywhere, but I don't know how they ended up in the bathroom. They're everywhere. I think they multiply. I probably bought too many.
Microcontrollers are going to be the new Lego. Yeah, you might be a Wardriver if you put Wardriving kits in every car that you own, even if your family's driving it. Come on, raise your hands. I know you're out there. Yep. Got to get those points somehow, right? And it's all in the family. We all share an account in my house. I'm not even sure I can cover this one. Okay. Luckily, we share information in this community, right? About which adapters work and which don't. Good, because before that, Amazon was getting really anxious about all the adapters I was buying and returning because they weren't going into monitor mode or didn't have the right drivers. The last thing you want to do is get barred from Amazon delivering to your house unless you live alone. Just putting that out there.
You might be a Wardriver if AliExpress sellers start offering you discounts to volume of purchase. When I started doing the first mini Wardriver, one of the sellers reached out to me like 20 minutes after a large purchase of 100 ESP32s, like, oh, what are you building? Do you need more? We can get you discounts. Talk to us directly.
I should have added one for this. AliExpress is the only Chinese website that my Pi hole allows through. But I don't buy in volume enough yet. All right, so we want to open it up real quick. We have a few more minutes. What are your thoughts? Who has something that we didn't cover yet that indicates you might be a Wardriver? Shout them out. You might be a Wardriver if you have more than 5 phones. Who in here has more than 5 phones? Oh yeah, we see you. Anybody else? Oh, come on. All right. Well, you might be a Wardriver if you spent more time Wardriving than you did on your slides.
Yes.
Thank you for coming to our TED Talk. Enjoy the rest of DEF CON and hack the planet.
Thanks.